just started. Hello, everybody. Hello. Thank you so much for being here. I am Maddie, Madeline Catherine Smith, so I'll be MC Smith tonight. We all love that joke. And I just wanted to tell you, I'm not here to make you laugh, okay? I'm just here to make you comfortable. In between the awkward times when musicians are getting off, setting up, and you want to go to the bathroom, I'm going to make you think not of the bathroom, but of just the frustrating, beautiful things about life. And maybe you'll help me out with that too, because this is all improvised right here. The rest is probably not. But anyway, so I guess we'll hit it off. The first person up will be a comedian, a local Richmond comedian named Steve Jones, coming to the stage.
Hey everybody, give it up for Maddie, being a great MC. Let's hear it one more time for our host of this amazing house gig we got back here.
Yippee.
Sugar, spice, and everything nice. That is what they say the best girls are made out of. But Adderall, Bang energy drink, and asking me for a ride to work, that's what the best line cooks are made out of. Yeah, anybody that's worked in a restaurant before probably knows what I'm talking about. I think it's the only career where you can actively be rewarded by lying to cover your own incompetency. Let me explain a little bit. You're in the back of house, ticket times are taking a while. Somebody comes up and says, hey, where's table 4's order? You can just immediately blame the host. They're not pacing tables. It's not our fault. If you're a manager of a restaurant during the pandemic, your employees want to get paid, you just say, hey, swear to God, paycheck's coming next week. Personally, I was a server, and my number one go-to lie would be, sometimes I would forget I get sat at a table in my section. Maybe 7 to 10 minutes go by, these people get really upset. And so you walk by their table, and you pretend to notice them, and you go, hey, has anybody helped y'all yet? No. Well, I have no idea whose section this is, but I would love to get your drink order, you stupid fucking bitch. I just got back from a trip with my girlfriend. We went to a wedding. We got to stay in a hotel. It's one of my favorite things to do. I get to practice some of my favorite hotel activities. Things I only do in hotels and I never do at home. First one is eating ass. Yeah, get ready for the second one. The second one is watching cable. Like I said, I went to the show with my girlfriend, and I gotta say, I watched a lot of cable. I saw this new Coors Light commercial. You guys might have seen it. They said they're doing away with all their single-use packaging. Thought that was great, but then they ended the commercial kind of weird. They were like, this decision is going to save the earth from 1.7 million pounds of trash by the end of 2024. Thanks for not doing that anymore, I guess. That'd be like if I killed 100 puppies every single month in 2022, and then as a New Year's resolution, I stopped and went around telling people, hey, my New Year's resolution, going to save the lives of 1,200 puppies by the end of 2023. It's like feeding a baby a Lego just so you can be close by to give him the Heimlich maneuver and call yourself a hero afterwards. I just got a new weed dealer. Give it up for the new weed dealer, everybody. Yeah, the weed's really, really good. I know it's so good because last night I was up late Googling heart attack symptoms. I used to smoke a lot of weed in high school. It's my favorite thing to do. One time I got really, really baked before first period, and my friend came up to me, he was trying to look out. He was like, dude, just a heads up, you smell loud. I was like, dang, dude, I thought I was high, but this dude can smell sounds. Growing up, my dad would like to give me advice, just cute little dad advice, stuff a dad would say, Steve, don't ever be like me. Or, hey, make sure you memorize this. You're not my real dad. I don't have to do what you say. He had kind of a weird one he would repeat a little too often. He'd be like, Steve, listen to me. It's not gay if it's your cousin. What? Yeah, let me back up. I have a cousin. We're best friends. We're the same exact age. We grew up together. And when a boy turns about like 10, something starts happening to his body. And sometimes you might want to see how that thing feels if you like put it on the living room wall, for example. It's not sexual, it's just curiosity. And so me and my cousin, we were playing lightsaber. And my brother walked in and he was like, "Oh, what the fuck? You guys are gay." And this was like early 2000s, so it was not a compliment at the time. And me being 10, it really upset me. And I went up to my dad, I was like, "Dad, me and Jake, we're playing lightsaber. Chris called me gay. I don't know what to do." And him being like suave and thinking on his toes was like, "Oh God, all right. How do I even react to this? What do I say to calm down?" It's not gay if it's your cousin. And that's great news, because we're still very close and we fuck each other like all the time. I have a little brother. He's Gen Z. He grew up in the internet age. This used to really concern me. I thought it would lead to a lot of things like body dysmorphia, anxiety, and depression. And all that's totally true. He's really fucked up. But what I didn't expect is that I made him an amazing shit talker. Let me put this into perspective. When I was in 5th grade, I thought the epitome of an insult was calling somebody a fucker. And I was going into it with my younger brother, and he was like, "You are a cuck soy boy who's struggling to maintain his individuality while working 50 hours a week for a corporation." I was like, "Damn, dude, Matt, that was too mean. I gotta go." He was like, "Yeah, I gotta go too, and I'll hepatitis see you later, bitch."
Oh my God.
God. These Fortnite lobbies are like way more creative than the Call of Duty ones that I came up in. That is for sure. Reflecting on my dad's advice made me think I should come up with some advice for like my future kids. I'm going to share a few of those tips with y'all tonight, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Tip number 1. If you ever want to have sex with a lobster, make sure you leave those rubber bands on. Tip number 2. If you're ever going to go to the bathroom and you're going to pretend to wash your hands afterwards, don't just run the faucet. You gotta also flick some water on the soap dispenser to make sure you really sell it. And lastly, if you're ever in the position where you're driving yourself to the airport, do not drive to arrivals because you're arriving at the airport. It's very self-centered and it could happen to anybody. I just saw this article. It said that people that are under 5'11", on average, live longer than people that are over 5'11". My short kings just can't win, y'all. Not only do they need to lie on their Tinder bios, but they have to stay on this hellscape of earth longer than me. Not fair. I feel like if I told that joke like 6-7 years ago, people would be like, "Hey, come on, man, the world's not that bad. It's not that bad." And it made me think, like, why is everybody today like, "Oh yeah, world sucks, totally"? So let me timeline this. What happened like 6-7 years ago in 2016 that made the world just a worse place? I was like, oh yeah, that's when all those spooky clowns with machetes were walking around. It's also when that guy in Florida ate the face off the other guy in Florida on the side of the highway. Yeah, who knew those were 2 calling cards of the apocalypse? And I don't know what religion has them as their 4 horsemen, but I am converting. The other day I saw this guy. He had a tattoo of a pair of glasses. I had never seen anything like it before, and I was like, huh. So I asked him, I was like, "Hey man, what's up with that tattoo?" He was like, "Oh dude, I wear glasses." And that one's crazy to me because I don't have a tattoo of women's underwear. And I can guarantee you I wear them more than that guy wears his glasses.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you gotta take off your glasses to go to bed. You don't need your glasses on to get hard. Unless you have like a glasses fetish, but let's be real, that'd be weird. Speaking of women's underwear, I have a buddy who just got caught cheating on his girlfriend because they took their dog to the vet and he passed a pair of panties that weren't hers. Yeah, that's why I always eat them myself instead of giving them to the dog like an idiot. 2020 was a pretty big year. A lot of social progression took place. A couple companies changed their slogans. There's a couple bands that changed their names. but I'm not satisfied. And I am not going to fucking rest until whoever makes Dixie Cups changes that name to The Cups. I want to let you guys know a little bit more about me. My favorite thing to throw is down. Especially when bitches be talking shit. That's almost always followed by my least favorite thing to throw, which is up. But the anxiety of having a physical altercation with another person. Mask mandates have really pretty much disappeared now. Like no airlines are really requiring them anymore. I think it's a great thing. It was getting pretty out of hand when I tried to go to my favorite glory hole and they required me to put a mask on. I bet you're all wondering like what side of the glory hole I was on, and I'll just say the mask would totally get in the way. I'm gonna leave it on this one, y'all. I think it's really, really irresponsible the way that we cover hurricanes on the news because we always call them out by their names. It's like exactly what those murderous bastards are after. They don't care how many people gotta get hurt. They just want the infamy. And if you're not like really careful, you could have another hurricane watching the news that night decide to become a copycat hurricane. Let me set the stage for what that would be like. You have Hurricane Ida watching CNN in 2005. Holy shit, Katrina? From high school? Hurricane Ivan, you gotta come check this out. Yeah, Katrina from first period, she's decimating the Gulf Coast. Everybody's talking about her. Category 5, what the hell? They only gave you a Category 4. Here's another thing about hurricanes, y'all. They can be very catty. You know, I told that joke once at a show, and this guy came up to me afterwards, and he was like, Steve, you're a moron. That's not how hurricanes work. You're not a meteorologist. I was like, fuck you. I'm not talking about meteors, idiot. I'm talking about the social motivations of a hurricane. We're going to leave it there, everybody. Thank you so much for letting me do this.